Hello again. I hope you're all doing well. It's an absolutely beautiful day here in Portland, and I'm going to be going outside soon. But I wanted to check in and share a technique that I had learned, came up with a few years ago for stressful times, because this is obviously a pretty stressful time for many of us, and stress can come and go in waves. In my case, I was lying in bed last night, just kind of awake and having insomnia, and I know that's a problem for a lot of people in general, and especially right now, it seems to be really, ramped up. Whether you normally have a problem with it or not, it may be worse than usual. And I was reminded of something that it was a technique that I kind of came up with, but I was inspired by a personal growth workshop I had attended called Nakaima, which doesn't exist anymore, but has spurred what's the word? It split, and there are two workshops now called Heart of Now and Soulsara, and I definitely recommend either one of those if you're looking for a good personal growth workshop. But anyway, it was around that time, I think it was about 15 years ago, and one thing that workshop did for me was to help me to get out of my mind and more into my body and into the present, because a lot of times when we get into stress or fear or even anger, there are lots of kind of unpleasant emotions to feel that are stressful. A lot of it comes from getting out of our bodies and out of the present moment and into either the future that we're worried about or the past that we're regretful about or angry about, or nursing a grudge or any kind of thing like that. It's usually not in the actual present moment. And it's definitely being in our minds and in our feelings, but not so much in the present moment. And so the technique that I use sometimes, that I was reminded of last night, and I used it last night and it was helpful, is just to ask myself the question, what can I savor in this moment? And it just stops me, it brings me into the present, and it's kind of like, it has to be something sensory. It has to be either something that you can look at, like a color, a flower, something in the room, something outside, or something you can hear. Maybe there's some music playing, or there's some ambient sound that you hadn't noticed. Any sense in the room. Sometimes I find myself getting stressed in the morning shower, and I'm just thinking about something that made me mad yesterday, or thinking about something that I'm worried about for today. And if I stop and ask myself, what can I savor in this moment? It's the soap smells nice. The tile looks pretty. I've got nice, warm, clean water, on me. So just something to actually bring you into the present and just breathe into it and kind of find one or two sensory things and just really focus on them for a few moments and just be present and just enjoy it. I find that's helpful, and it's been helpful to some of my clients in the past, so I wanted to pass that along, and I hope that some of you find it helpful. Feel free to comment with any other kinds of techniques that you find to help reduce stress or bring you into the present. Thanks. Hope you have a great day.